Many Bothans died to bring you these 3 free-to-play teams, so don't take this lightly. Hit the like button and get pumped up for some amazing free-to-play arena teams. Good coffee morning to you all. Cheers and welcome to the video. I'm your host here, MtgJedi. I am eagerly awaiting the arrival of my merch shipment so that I can test out some of the merch on my website. I'm very excited to get that in and showcase that for you. What I'm going to do is anybody who purchases merch, I'm going to have a section in my Discord where you can post a picture of you with the merch, and then I will add you to a list, and there will be a gem giveaway for the merch. So let me write that down so I don't forget. I literally never remember to write it down before I say it out loud, and then when I say it out loud, I'm like, oh yes, I need to write that down. So we are talking Arena today. Arena Reset just happened. I was way too busy yesterday and Saturday to push Arena. So I ended in Gold 5, perfectly fine. But then this morning, right after Reset, I was running a bunch of Arena, so I got up a little bit high up here near Platinum Arena, and I was in and out of Plat this morning as well. But that's nice because then we actually have some decent teams to go up against, at least on this screen. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also going to check the 3v3 screen and see what options we have over here. We have a little bit more hardcore teams. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably just going to take too long. So let's stick with the classic arena. But these options I'm going to provide for you today are going to be, they're going to be accessible for classic arena or 3v3 depending on your needs, okay? Now, the 3 teams that I'm going to show you today are all different versions of speed teams, but I think that these champions are excellent, and I'm going to give you suggestions to integrate them into other teams as well. So let's take a look at the 3 main champions that we are going to be utilizing today. And they are, 2 of them are rares, okay? 2 of them, wait, 2 of them? 1 of them. 2 of them are rares, okay. So maybe I should show you the teams first before I show you the gear. So if we just come into, we'll probably do this fight. Okay, that's not a free-to-play team. Let's show you the first free-to-play team. Now, this is not an ideal team for this, this team here. I'm just showing you all 3 teams that we're going to be looking at today. Against Tormund teams, I run a two Dark Elhain team. This is a normal team in my rotation, and I'm going to talk to you about that. I have a dedicated video on this team, so I'm not going to go too far in detail, but I am going to do an overview for you because I think that it's an amazing free-to-play team. Team number 2 is a Magnarr team. Honestly, I use Magnarr every day on my account, and he is an incredible champion. When I'm doing takeovers for people and we're doing arena builds, oftentimes the best damage dealer on their account is a Magnarr, so that could be the case for you. Magnarr is better than the majority of legendary damage dealers. Like, unless you have a top tier legendary damage dealer, Magnarr's better than them. So if you're sleeping on a Magnarr, build him immediately. He's pretty easy to build too, which is great. And then the last team we're going to talk about today is my lady, Marquess. And we're going to be using Doomscreech in that team as well. I love this team with Rian the Conjurer, but I do not have her. You probably don't have her either. It's more likely you have Lydia than Rian. But this champion here can be anyone with AoE weaken. It does not have to be Lydia or Draco or Venus here in this spot. Obviously, it's good if it is, but it does not have to be, not even a little bit. I think that there are a couple epics who do AoE weaken, and I wanted to mention that, so let's do that here at the beginning of the video. If I go into Demon Spawn, I think, isn't it Tarshan who does AoE weaken? Here's the increased defense, turn meter fill, and then AoE weaken. So if you put this guy in Relentless, you would prioritize this ability here, and then if you get the extra turn, then you can do the increased defense as well. So Tarshan would be a budget option, another free-to-play option. I do not have him built, so I'm not going to put him in that team, but he is a good option in replacement for Lydia that is easily accessible, and I'm sure there are some other epics that do AoE weaken as well. He's just the main one that comes to mind. So now let's click on the gear for some of these champions, because that's pretty important. Dark Elhaine has no speed here. Okay, all she needs is attack percentage boots, an attack percentage chest, crit damage gauntlets, and then attack on the ring, attack on the banner, crit damage on the amulet. You know what I mean? You're just trying to get as much attack and crit damage as possible. She does not need 100% crit rate because she self-buffs. Okay? Whenever she does this, no. Whenever she does this, no. Whenever she... Figure it out, Jedi. Whenever she does this passive, the removing of the freeze, she replaces it with an increased crit rate. But in case she doesn't proc that passive, I wanted her to still have a good chance of critting. If I could have made it work, then I would have. Also, I had to steal a piece of gear from her so she's not in Savage. But, you know, once I farm some more, my Savage gear is hurting. I just cannot get good pieces. So anyway, once I get another piece, she will be back in Savage. But you can see here, this Dark Elhaine is in 2 pieces of Cruel. Very similar build, just a little bit more speed, but very similar stats to her. Next up, we are going to have our Doom Screech. Okay, he is speed tuned with my Arbiter, so I need him to be this fast. Actually, I might need him to be a little faster than that, like 260. But you might not need yours as fast. Okay, and then Marquess is stealing Seer's boots, so I have to remember to put them back this time. I cannot, like I said, with Savage, man, I cannot get... This is my only pair of speed boots in Savage, my literal only pair, okay? All of the other ones are like HP percent or something, so I might use some ore when I get some more to switch that over. Man, I love the ore item in this game. It's given me so many good pieces of gear. I mean, obviously not every one, but so many. And then I have her in Savage. It's really difficult to get her defense up, but as high as you can get it is great. Her crit damage is very low, so like this build is pretty medium. And you're going to see she still does a lot of damage, okay? Her base crit damage is only 50. Wait, does she have masteries? Yeah, okay. And I chose Helm Smasher. So I'm actually going to... I'm going to come in here and I'm going to switch that to Flawless. I think that'll be a lot better. So let me just do that real quick. I actually did not realize her crit damage ended up being that low. So we're going to do all of the same masteries here, basically. Except we're going to come over here to Flawless. Yeah, increased defense is really good on her. I don't build my Marquess with accuracy, but you definitely could. And then I love the counterattack masteries on all of my damage dealers. So let's take a look at the stats on her real quick like that. Okay, that's much better. Okay. Oh, great. Great. The masteries on all of my other damage dealers are going to be very similar to that. But, you know, on one of them I was able to put increase attack. If you can get the crit rate necessary, then I would say go ahead and put the attack. It really helps. I have Helm Smasher on both of them because I have better stats, okay? So If you have good stats on your damage dealers, go Helm Smasher. 1 second. Hopefully I muted that in time. I don't have time to edit that little clip out of this video, so my apologies, excuse me. Let's come over and take a look at these teams in the arena. I want to do at least one fight with each of them and give a little bit of thought process behind the teams that I made. So let's take a look at this team here. We will use this team right here. So I have Nari the Lucky in here. He's an AoE provoke champion. He was a recent fusion, so I assume a lot of people have him. He was pretty easy fusion, but this could be any crowd control champion. Vizix comes to mind as like another login reward champion you can use. YuGiOh can be any decreased defense champion, but I do love YuGiOh. Placing that block buffs on people. Oh, it's so good against Leorius, against Skullcrown, but just in general, it's really good. And then we obviously have our Magnarr. The reason why Magnarr is so good, in case you don't know, is because this is a double hitter. It attacks all enemies twice. So, let's go ahead and showcase this fight. Let's slow it down. Take it off auto. We've increased attack. Nari's going to do AoE provoke. It is a little annoying because you can weak hit. And so Molly's going to provoke us here because we got that weak hit. But Nari has the counter attack. So whenever, if she had those buffs, then Nari would come back and steal them, which is great. Like, Nari can steal Stone Skin, which, guys, that is such an incredible ability. I'm going to put this on ×2 so Nari can get all his counterattacks in. And then you can see Magnarr just decimating the other team. Now, Nari also does this ability here, where he does decrease accuracy and decrease resistance. We don't necessarily need that, but it's nice to have. Okay. YuGiOh can just A1. And then we're going to boost here and try to get back ahead. Now, the great thing about Magnarr is we do not care at all about decreased attack or decreased defense like we do with most other damage dealers, because he's an HP-based champion. Okay, I did not show you the gear on Magnarr. That's very important. I'll do that after this. And then you can see we did not weak hit. I mean, we weak hit on Gorgrab, and so we didn't kill him. That is the unfortunate thing about Magnarr, is that there are a lot of magic champions in this game, but we could just hit auto here. And I'll show you the team that I use with my Magnarr. It's a little bit more end game than this, but as you can see here, we're in no way, going to lose that fight. All right, made it up into platinum. That is not an important part of this video. Let's come in here. We're going to get knocked right back down. This is the normal team that I use with Magnarr every day. It's great because Kymar will reset Magnarr, and then you can get that double hitter twice, which is crazy. Let's come in here and make sure we show Magnar's gear. You want some immortal sets. Like, if I could get Savage and Immortal, that would be perfect. But right now, here are his stats. 256 and 78,000. It's not bad, but he's also not in Savage. We have a crit damage set, a broken set, and an immortal set. Pretty standard, I would say, build, and then the masteries are going to be very, very similar. All right, so what is the other team that we need to show off here? We need to show off this team because Marquess, guys. Marquess is one of the best videos I've ever done on my channel. A rare who hits like Trunda, not clickbait. You can go watch the full video on Marquess. That footage would be on my previous account. It's gonna make me re-log in because I'm not in platinum. Just say, this opponent is no longer available. Why do you have to make me re-log in? All right, let's take a sip of coffee and let it load. The only reason I know that, why, is because it happened to me earlier today as well. So maybe there will be a torment on this screen. I doubt it. There's very few torments, but at least right now. Okay, no worries. All right, so should we be faster than this team? If we were we don't want to do that team because of the Valkyrie. Let's do this team. We can show off Marquess down here. Nope, this one. Okay, now, the only issue with this team is that we have the chance to get cut in because my Marquess is a little bit too slow. So Marquess, for my team, would need to be up near 200 speed, and she's only at 180 something, 183, I think. So if we get cut in here, there's a chance we would lose. But even if we get cut in here, the nice thing is that Marquess is a defense-based champion, so she's more survivable. Same thing with Magnarr. That does give them a little bit of an advantage, okay? Now, we want Doomscreech in this team because of the increased defense. Normally, Arbiter would be improving your damage with increased attack, but with Marquess, she's a defense-based champion, so we want the increased defense. We want the turn meter fill. Then we're going to put the decreased defense and weaken on here, and we did get cut in. I was worried about that. Now we're going to get stripped here. Okay, we're going to have to try this against another team. Let's see if we get the revive. We do not. Okay, let me back out here. I don't care about losing the fight. That does not, the points do not matter to me. So I doubt we would get cut in on this team. Okay, let's try again. But again, if this was a team that I use regularly on my account, then I would make sure that it was speed tuned. And I would, put my Marquess in a little bit better gear. But you can see that she's pretty close. She doesn't need to be that much faster. All right, so it's not her A3, it's not her A1, it's her A2, okay? There's a 35% chance of placing weaken. We don't care. It's the deals extra damage to enemies with weaken that we care about. Again, it basically counts as an extra hit, so she's getting double the damage. Okay, so let's slow this down and see her in action. Double hit, 80 and 60k. And then we weak hit on Trunda, so we did not get to see her in action. Now she's going to kill us? No, because we're good to go with the strengthen, okay? But, so you do risk a little bit with Marquess. You have to choose your teams wisely because she's green. That's why. Her and Magnarr are both green. All right, I also use this team right here with the two Dark Elhanes, but I didn't figure that Lady Kimmy was very free to play. I wanted to show this off in here. So let's just see the damage on the Dark Elhanes. I don't think we're in danger of dying, but I will also refresh a couple times and see if we can find a Torment team. But with where Arena's at right now, it's just unlikely. 135k! What? Such good damage, guys. Such good damage. Do we have... We do not. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and see what kind of damage we can get here. 135k on Dark Elhane. You do need 2 of them because usually the Torments come in very tanky teams. And, you're going to have multiple Torments. Oh, we got one. If we're faster. If we're faster, this is perfect. Please, Plarium, let me be faster. Let's go. And then we got the freeze, and it just kills them. Man, I love using this team. And then you can see there Lydia works really perfect in this team because she blocks the revive on the Torment. In addition, her decreased defense and weaken puts buffs on your team, which has a chance to freeze you as well. So I'm just very, very pleased with all three teams. Like I said, I use Magnarr every day. I use the Dark Elhanes every day. My only question is, should I actually be using Marquess every day? Okay. Now, one of the things that I am like considering, let me see if I still have it. I'm not sure if I saved the team or not. Let's just go into the first. Oh, gee. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Let me just go into my team setup. Did I save the... I was working on another team for Marquess. I think I deleted it, okay? But here's the idea that I had was once you get Mithrala, I think that she would pair really well with Marquess. So you would do like somebody in place of the Doom Screech. I mean, I guess for me, I don't know, there would be a lot of options. There would be a lot of options. I guess, okay, we would put like a Ceres in there. And, well, we don't really need that because we have Lydia. So, I don't know. For like a more endgame build, I don't remember what the team was that I had before, if I'm being honest. But just thinking right now, we would probably do Kymar, Mithrala, Lydia, and then Marquess. And that should tell you how good Marquess is, like, to be in consideration for team. Like, look, okay, so hold on, pause for a second. Okay, think about this team here. You know what? Let's use it. Use this team. So we would not want to go against this team. What team would we want to go against? We would want to go against a slower, tanky team. I guess this is the only kind of option we would have, but this is a speed team. But we'll try it here. We'll try it here. And then I'll explain the rest of my thought process here. Okay. So, is my Kymar going to go first? He is. Let's sleep them. Then I guess we'll have to wake them up, so that's not the best. Then we will do increase attack and increase defense. Mithrala is amazing, guys, if you have not used her. Now, look how much we survived there, okay? We were able to survive that because of strengthen and increase defense, but also because Marquess is a defense-based champion. Now, Magnar's not going to die because he's stoned, but let's see if we can kill the rest of them. Boom! Wowzers. Now we're going to reset because she's going to revive. Actually, no, we can just kill her. Oh, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. Oh, but we're okay. Let's just do this again. Perfect. And then we'll hit auto here. Now, a really great thing about Marquess is that she's really good against these tanky red champions, okay? Like, if you're going up against, like, Withers, or, in this case, Manaya, who else? Do we have any other, like, high-powered force champions in this list anywhere? No, not really. I mean, like, it would be helpful here, but, you know, there's plenty of red champions that she would be very, very good against. And obviously she's good against the green champion. Okay. So, but my last point here is, look at my roster. And the reason why I'm saying this is, even with my crazy roster, okay, I still use Magnarr as an epic and 2 Dark Elhanes as epics every day on my account. Every single day on my account, I use both of those, and I'm considering making a Marquess team and putting better gear on her to use her every day. So keep that in mind, like, when you're thinking about should you use these teams, this is not a I'm doing this for clicks, guys. This is these champions are legitimately top tier champions, and you can do the same thing, okay? If you don't have Arbiter yet, you can put, you know, Deacon or Gorgrab or Seeker, you know, or who's the other one I wanted to mention? High Katoon. You can put any of those champions in place of Arbiter. And then, you know, people like Doomscreech in those teams as well. So like there are a lot of options for these teams for you to be successful. And I really just was excited to share this with you guys. So again, if you found this enjoyable and helpful, hit the like button. Tell me what of these teams you're going to use in the comments below. Are there other free-to-play arena teams that you use? Let me know because I would love to showcase them on my channel. I actually love building arena teams for like the majority of players, not for the like high-end top crowd Platinum Arena stuff. I enjoy doing that content. I enjoy trying to finish in Plat, but I enjoy building arena teams for the Gold 4, Gold 5 meta way more. Way more. There's so many more cool things that you can do there. So, as soon as I build a Gaius, I'm going to be working a lot in teams with him. He's amazing. I do have a video on him, so if you're interested in a Gaius build video, I think my team is the best. I'm just being honest. So check out that Gaius video. And until the next video, I've been your host, MtgJedi. And credit to the Bothans for bringing us this information. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next video.